Just a small.
Wow, Daddy, this is amazing. Daddy, this is beautiful. Daddy, vreau să încerc să cânt la pian.
De ce?
Că îmi place să cânt la pian pentru Dumnezeu.
Bine, bravo. O să încep, da?
Da.
Okay. So, let me explain to you briefly what just happened because all this didn't come so easily. So, a couple of weeks down the line, my daughter approached me and told me, Daddy, I want to start playing the piano. At my age, I don't know how to play piano. When she approached me and told me this information, I was perplexed. So I asked her, why do you want to do this? And she told me she wants to do this because she wants to do it for the Lord. She wants to serve the Lord. This really humbled me. She really touched my soul with this answer. I didn't tell her I'm not sure. I didn't tell her I cannot do it, but I told her I will check on that and we will do it. But deep inside me, I was like, oh my God, how do I start from here? It's a challenge that I took upon myself to learn the piano and to also pass the knowledge to her. So I've given myself a 1 week period to learn on how to play the piano so that I can teach her also some basics. I decided to give this challenge to myself for 1 week to learn the piano from scratch. It's gonna be a very amazing challenge. The reason I'm doing this is very simple. I want to teach my daughter, and I realized I cannot teach her something that I'm afraid to learn. I'm excited about this challenge. So let me show you how it really went down.
Bună ziua!
Bună ziua! Am sunat mai devreme. Vreau să întreb cum e cu programare și cât costă. Am oferit. So, after my daughter Aliyah decided that she wants to start learning piano, I did what any other responsible dad will do. I started calling music schools around me because in my head I'm like, let the professionals handle this. So I'm here making calls, asking about lessons, how long it's gonna last, how often she's gonna attend the classes, and how much it's gonna cost. Then came the timing, school, the kindergarten, work, life, traffic. Traffic in Bucharest can be so hectic sometimes. And that's when I realized this wasn't just expensive, it was also unrealistic for us right now. So I sat there like, okay, if I can't take her to the piano, maybe I should bring the piano to us. And that's how I ended up convincing myself that I should learn piano first. Great idea. Next step, YouTube University. Because apparently there are about 17 million videos on YouTube titled Learn Piano in 10 minutes. Sounds funny, right? And every single one of them starts with someone saying, this is very easy. So let's see. All right, welcome back to day 2 of this amazing challenge. Yesterday was a massive disaster. Like, I sat down thinking, today I'm ready to learn the piano. But I guess the piano had other intentions. I almost gave up yesterday. I can't believe I almost gave up at the beginning of this challenge. That's crazy. And I'm not even joking. I almost. And can we also talk about my fingers? Because suddenly my fingers seem so heavy, like somebody wearing some heavy boots. But today I am back. And not because I am confident, but because I think I'm just stubborn to make this work. So I start with the basics. Middle C, one hand, very calm, very innocent. And then they say, now add the other hand. Bro, why? This is where things started getting personal, because my brain understood what was happening, but my fingers refused to cooperate. I kept thinking, okay, one more time. That one more time happened about 57 times, and I realized something. Learning piano isn't hard. Being patient with yourself is. You see, I play bass guitar at my church, and playing the bass guitar, I survive only on root notes. I know where to stand. I know what to hit. But this piano, though, it doesn't care about your experience. It treats you like a beginner. No respect at all. I'm not gonna lie. This is the part that nobody speaks about when you start something, playing an instrument, or let's say starting a business or doing something that requires patience. And then you realize, oh my God, I have to be patient to learn this. There were moments I wanted to quit. And not because I couldn't do it, but because I didn't like how bad I was at it. And that's when I caught myself. You see, most of the things we quit in life, we quit while we are still in that process of learning. We don't fail, we just get uncomfortable. And then I looked at my daughter and I thought to myself, if she sees me give up at the moment when things start to go hard, if she sees me lose hope when things start to get tough, what am I teaching her? So I slowed down, I stopped rushing, I stopped trying to be perfect, one note at a time, one hand at a time, one small win at a time. And slowly by slowly, things started to make sense. This wasn't talent. This was about patience. And for the first time, I wasn't trying to learn the piano fast. I was trying to learn it right. And after several days of messing up, days of frustration, days of almost quitting and giving up,
This one is not for me.
this finally happened.
Just a small town girl living in a crazy world. She took a midnight train going anywhere. Just a small town boy living in a crazy world. She took a midnight train going anywhere. Just a small town girl living in a crazy world. She took a midnight train going anywhere.
I was inspired and motivated to play this song. This is my first song after a series of learning the piano. It's one of my favorite songs that I used to sing when I was younger. It goes by the name Don't Stop Believing in Yourself. So all this challenge reminded me of a verse in the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 9. I was actually reading it today in the morning. It says, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest. Only if we do not give up, only if I don't give up. Basically, I could be talking to myself, but I know, of course, I'm talking to somebody watching me. Only if you don't give up, you will harvest what you sow. And I believe this is my harvest. Playing this piano is my harvest. And teaching my daughter is my harvest. And just growing with her from day one until whereby she can be able to sing and be able to play while singing. Yes, that will be my harvest. And probably your challenge isn't playing the piano. Maybe your challenge is in another area, in another angle, in another aspect of life. The thing is to just show up. The thing is to just start messy, to just start not knowing how you will handle it, but to just start. The idea is to just start messy the way it is. Just start. Don't care so much of how it looks, but just start trusting in God and letting everything to Him, and of course being consistent. That is one of the things, of course, that I've learned in this challenge. And of course you will start seeing some results coming in slowly by slowly. It hasn't been easy playing this instrument. I still don't know it very well, but I feel like I still need a lot of time to sit down and just study it and practice. A lot of practice. I found myself reading a lot of books. Of course, going through the videos on YouTube, lots of materials and theories on YouTube. I found myself watching so much of these materials but not practicing. So that is one of the mistakes that I did, watching too much and not practicing. So you need to watch and put what you've watched into practice. My problem was I was watching too much and not putting it into practice. So that's where I failed for a while. So once you have a course or some materials you find online or whatever that is, go through them, put that knowledge to test, apply what you've learned on the piano, on whatever you're doing. Just apply that knowledge and start from somewhere, start scratch, start from zero and grow slowly but slowly.